Here is one of the top Ripple executives right here at a conference. I think it was a couple years ago, saying in a room full of capitalists at a conference that Ripple does not care whether XRP is sufficiently decentralized. He said that with his own mouth. This is somebody that's at the top of the Ripple food chain saying at a conference, Ripple does not care whether XRP is sufficiently decentralized. Of course, he got some backlash from that, from other Ripple people saying, oh, yes, we are. We're decentralized. We're decentralized. No, we're not. I'm going to talk about that in this video. I'm going to explain to you why XRP is not even a crypto. It is not a cryptocurrency, period. It's by definition. It's not a blockchain. It's not proof of anything. It's just software that was created before Bitcoin was invented. So how can it be a cryptocurrency when Ripple Labs was established before Bitcoin came out? So XRP is not a crypto, was never designed to be. I'm gonna break all that down. Okay, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy BSG. First, let's get into again. Just wanna share again and follow up with the things that I've been sharing. How do you know that you can trust me? How do you know that maybe you should consider taking my advice? Just pay attention to the things that I've been recommending you. Okay, when I looked at Bitcoin before I went to bed, it was 26.8, and then I wake up and I see this. Like, you know, for Bitcoin, this is a huge spike. I'm like, what the heck is going on? I don't even know the news, to be honest. There are just some rumors out there that the Fed is getting ready to print money. There's also rumors about China banks collapsing. Again, I told you guys it doesn't matter. Bitcoin is the measure of all the money printing in the world. If any country starts to print a bunch of money, Bitcoin is going to go up. So it is the measure of all money printing in the world. What you have to ask yourself is, over the next however many years, how much money is going to be printed? Because as bad as XRP is, and again, I'm going to get into that, central banks are worse. Governments are worse, because literally, well, I don't know. You know what? I don't know about worse, but XRP is much more like a government that can just print money, because XRP is printed on demand, just like money is printed on demand. And so basically, when you have a limited number of tokens and stuff that has a use case like Bitcoin does, some of that, you know, even if a small percentage of that figure out, hey, this money printing thing is not good, is going to go into Bitcoin. Okay, so this is going up. It's October. I still see Bitcoin at 36,000 before the end of the year. I really do. Okay, and then of course we got to talk about, you know what, 100. You see, another all-time high was just hit, I think yesterday. You know, it's still very much undiscovered. Only 445 holders. All of you chartists out there who don't know anything about anything, looking at the charts is going to get you wrecked. Period. You look at the charts here, right? You thought it was over. You look at the charts here. Oh, I'm so scared. You thought it was over. Same thing. Thought it was over. Thought it was over. Okay. It's not about charts. It's about, you know, whether there's a use case, and it's about people discovering, and it's about holders. 445 holders. You shouldn't be selling any of this. You shouldn't be fading any of this. Not on a major exchange. The average person doesn't even know how to buy it. You have to, you know, watch YouTube videos to learn how to buy it. Like, everybody that gets in here before it's listed on exchanges, you're going to make money, okay? I'm not going to make this video about 100. Been talking about it too much, but this is the best thing going right now. All you probably need is 100 in Bitcoin at this point. Okay, so now speaking of price action, let's go ahead and first of all talk about, because at the end of the day, you're here to make money. I'm here to make money. Okay, we're make no mistake about it. I'm in crypto to make money. I have made money in crypto. Right? I'm living off of crypto. I'm paying bills with crypto for the first time in my life because I held it. Right? Because I held it, right? But anyway, over time, if we go back to 2017, early 2018, XRP was $2 and something, and now we're at 49 cents. This is really all you need to know. This is really all you need to know. I'm going to come back to this. It has lost money over 5 years. You could invest it in water, electricity, eggs, bricks, grass, like anything, pop. Energy drinks. You name it, much less, Apple, Facebook, Amazon, Netflix. You could have invested in almost anything, including nothing. You could have just, we have to go back and see, has the dollar lost 75% in 5 years? Maybe it has, but I mean, that's what Ripple has given you, nothing. Okay, but I want to show you, because people think I just pick on Ripple and whatever. Again, we're just going to talk about the facts. Here we go. Ripple was founded in 2012. Which is, again, not true. I just told you it was founded before then. They don't have the right information, right? Unlike a lot of other cryptocurrencies, we right here. Unlike a lot of other cryptocurrencies, XRP only lets approved users validate transactions. That invalidates it as a cryptocurrency right then and there. Only approved users validate trend. What that means is all the validators, Ripple knows who they are. It's probably Ripple themselves. Chris Larson is probably running some nodes. All his buddies, Jed McCaleb. And at any time, if they wanted to shut things down, if they want to stop somebody, whatever, for any reason, they could do that. It's not decentralized from a standpoint of you have thousands of computers working to solve an equation and nobody knows which computer is going to solve it. It's not even proof of stake where people have to actually hold the tokens to validate transactions like Ethereum and BNB is doing now, and others as well. It's just software running in the background that they control. Okay, watch this now. Okay. You could just read, for those that don't believe. Something that makes XRP stand out is that there is some debate as to whether it can be described as being a blockchain. It's no debate. This is because the Ripple ledger does not involve either mining or staking. Instead, every single one of the 100 billion XRP that will ever exist has been created by Ripple Labs and is held by the company. You need to read that part again. Every single one of the 100 billion XRP that will ever exist, that's the key, that will ever exist has been created by Ripple and is held by the company. With a certain amount released onto the open market every month. As of April 12, 2023, there were 51 billion in change in circulation. We still have to get to this number, 99 billion. So that means 48 billion. There's 48 billion more XRP that's going to be released. When you have that much tokens being released and you have just a few people in control of the supply, now you start to understand why the price. See, there's a reason why crypto goes up and down. Okay? The stuff that goes up, it goes up because of the utility it provides. It goes up because people want to hold it, generally speaking, because there's incentive in holding it. Like if your country is not allowing you access to money, if you don't have access to ATM, if the ATM is limiting how much money you can take out, like in Nigeria, you can only take out, so much money from the ATM, so on and so forth, then the advantage of holding Bitcoin is I don't have those restrictions. I can hold as much as I want. I can transact as much as I want. And so that's why you see Bitcoin adoption in countries like that much higher, because it's already beating, their system. The United States hasn't yet, had a full-blown massive failure yet. I believe it will happen, but that's why you hold stuff. But things also go up because it's fully diluted. Okay, or it's hard to create. You can't just go in there and make a Bitcoin and print a Bitcoin. You have to work for it, and you have to pay for it. Like, it costs money to run these mines. Like, people think proof of work is bad for the environment. It's not. But what it does, proof of work stops anybody, some billionaire, from just going to print Bitcoin. You think Michael Saylor, who people hold in high regard for owning all this Bitcoin, right? How do you preach decentralization, but then you get hyped because somebody is scooping it up? Like, you can't do both, right? I don't have a problem with what he's owning because he's using his own money. He's not getting it for free, right? We know in capitalism, most people don't play by the rules. They just, if you got power or somebody, you just get the stuff for free. He's not getting it for free. He's using his own money, right? But in this case, Ripple doesn't have a product. Larson and them dudes, they didn't ain't nobody buying XRP sockets, XRP widgets. They just run a program and it's spitting out tokens. So every time it goes up, look at this. This was probably the happiest day of their life. This isn't normal. This thing went from nothing to $2 and what? A month later, it was back down. Why? Because them dudes was printing and selling all they could. Every time Ripple pops, it goes down. You know why? Because they control the supply. They they can sell whatever they want. And not only can they sell whatever they want, because it's on a blockchain, you can't trace the sales back to them. That's the important part. That's what it's all about. People who want to do shady things hate the blockchain because the blockchain exposes them. They can't hide, right? So with XRP, the people who like this are shady because we can't tell when Chris Larson and Jed McCaleb and all these people are selling. We can't tell when BitBoy, who's promoting this, still shilling this. Why? Because he's getting free XRP ever so often. I can't prove that, but I know it because that's the only reason why you would be still promoting something that's 75% down. Just like FTX and other stuff. All of these YouTubers, most of them are getting paid in tokens, right, to talk about it. And then they shill it to you, right? All they have to do, if you're printing hundreds of millions of Ripple every month, all you got to do is give out maybe 50,000, and it's enough to be on every single article for that month, every single blog, CoinDesk, Cointelegraph, CoinMarketCap, and you could get all the top YouTubers every single month to do a couple videos about XRP for literally about 50,000 or 100,000 XRP. It's that simple. Because why not? I ain't got to do nothing. Or you want to send me tokens? It's available on exchanges. I can sell whenever I want, and all I got to do is say some stuff that's not true. Most people are going to take that. So that's what's going on. And so that's why if you read this, you go down. I want to get into some other stuff. If you go down, it will say there's 4 million Ripple holders. And that's how you get 4 million people. Here you go. As of April 12th, probably higher now, 4,559,305 wallets hold XRP. Number one, I have to be honest, it speaks to how early we are in crypto, because even this isn't a big number. 4 million people, that's not even like a major city. certainly not everybody that's in the United States or around the world. There's billions of people around the world, right? But what I am saying, even though that's the case, even if we added 10 million people, Jed and friends they gonna sell whatever pop. Remember, it popped back here. It popped because they won their case, right? And everybody was like, "Oh, to the moon!" Right? It was 49 cents. It popped to 59. Everybody was like, "Oh, it's about to blow up. We won our case." And what happened? Jed and friends sold. We right, but it's like the case didn't happen because they sold. Okay, so let me just show you, like, I could talk to you, explain it, all that, why this is trash. It's not a blockchain. It's not a crypto, right? You can't follow it. It's not verified. It's not anything. It's just software that's created by some capitalists, who want to, hoard everything and control everything, right? Let me just show you what you've missed in the past 4 or 5 years waiting on Ripple. If you're part of XRP Army, let me just show you some things that you've missed. And I'm going to show you stuff that I was not invested in. I'm not going to even pour salt on the wound by showing you all the stuff that I was in. I'm going to show you stuff that I wasn't in, okay? Here's Uniswap. What did Uniswap do? They essentially created the ability for us to have a decentralized exchange. That's the bottom line. They created a way for us to have an exchange outside of, Coinbase and other stuff like that, right? So here, and full disclosure, I knew about it here. I had a chance to get it here. Could have bought it for $2.69, and a few months later, it was $40-something. And I was kicking myself because I could have easily got it. Binance released it early. And people was like, "How has Binance got this already?" And I could have bought as much as I wanted. I didn't because I didn't know what it was, right? And I thought just full disclosure, I thought the valuation was too high then, and it was, because at this point, when it hit $40-something, it was valued at more than Binance, and that's when I told people, "Oh, this is going to crash," and you see what happened. But I could have got it here. And I didn't, okay? But, and I don't recommend any of this stuff, guys. I'm just showing you. But Uniswap created something that millions of people use now. They created decentralized exchange, or they created the mechanism for decentralized exchanges to happen. That's significant. That's a reason to go up. It's going down because they are releasing more tokens as well. So, again, crypto goes down when it's not fully diluted. I don't know if you can show here. Yeah, there's still 57. There's still 43 more percent of Uniswap that has to be released. The total supply is 1 billion. It's only 577 million circulating. That could mean some is staked or something, but you still got more of that. So that probably ain't gonna go up until the other supply comes out. But I always evaluate a company at full dilution. I never look at this. So the fact that it's 1 billion supply and it's $4, that means Uniswap is worth $4 billion. My opinion, that is incredibly, incredibly cheap. Super cheap. Okay? We're not going to get into that right now. I'm not recommending this stuff right now. Okay? Here's Cosmos. I don't even like Cosmos, okay? But you could have got Cosmos back here, $3, $6, $3, $2. What happened? It pops to $40. There's another 10x right there. This is all the things that has happened while you've been waiting on XRP to do something. While you've been waiting, all this other stuff has been going on. Let's talk about Solana. I can't stand Solana. Right? Solana is super centralized. More than XRP, I would say no, but it's close. But at least Solana is a blockchain. At least it's a crypto. At least you can actually trace it. You can see it, right? You're going to see a lot of funny stuff when you look at it. You're going to see stuff going to Sam Bankman-Fried's wallets and stuff like that, but at least you can see it. But back here, 2020, right, 95 cents, you could have got it for 50 cents, 70 cents, 90 cents, $1, $2, $4, $2. What happened? A few months later, $200-something. I did not know about this. Just keeping it real. I did not know. I didn't know about Solana until we were like, close to the top. Just missed that. That it wasn't part of, things I was looking at. Right? So I'm just telling you, these are the things. And of course, when it's crap, it's going to go back to where it was. And that's what happened. And of course, this is even worse. This has an unlimited supply. So they're telling you we're just going to be printing, right? It's not even limited, right? At least XRP has a limit. So this is going to print forever. And the blockchain that it has stinks. It breaks. Is broken down. They've had to stop it, restart it. You've never had to restart Bitcoin. But bottom line is you missed 100, 200x here waiting on XRP. And then, of course, let's just talk about Bitcoin. We can go back to let's go to 2020. Here we go, $10,000, $5,000. It got down to 3,800. What happened? It went up close to 70,000. So another almost 20x, 10x, 15x, whatever. And people wonder how you make money in crypto. People wonder how you make money. This is how. You don't trade. Oh, Bitcoin went up a little bit. Oh, it's up 10%. Let me trade. You're never going to make any money like that. I've just shown you multiple 10Xs. Of course, I am in Bitcoin. I am in that. Been in Bitcoin since back here. Okay? So don't talk to me about holding. The reason why I'm able to live off of, not even a whole Bitcoin is because I got it back here. You know what I'm saying? But you've missed out of all of that waiting on Ripple. And Ripple people will say nasty things about Bitcoin and other projects. They tried to say something about Ethereum, which, Ethereum has created the ability for people to create their own tokens. In the future, every single company is going to have their own token. Now, whether it's going to be on Ethereum or their own blockchain, right now I'm probably leaning more towards their own blockchain because they just hiring, all these crypto folk are fake, man. They just hire people from these other projects, pay them a bunch of money. Hey, make us a Target token, make us a McDonald's blockchain, right? But the bottom line is Ethereum birthed that possibility for that to happen, and they deserve, to be where they are. XRP hasn't done anything. Nobody uses XRP for transactions to buy stuff. It's not a blockchain, right? You might as well just use PayPal. Just think of XRP like that, like PayPal, like Cash App, just the regular, cash, but, the XRP fluctuates. It's not a blockchain. So that's what you've missed waiting on this nonsense right here. And you're going to miss more. Okay? So the reason why I focused on this today, because I don't care about XRP, but I was reading this and it was like, 100 billion. And that immediately made me think about 100. Because there's like 100 billion 100 tokens. So the same amount of tokens as Ripple. But Ripple is 49 cents and 100 is 0.0007, not even a penny. There's 445 people on the Binance Smart Chain side, less on the Ethereum side. But some of y'all selling. Some of y'all won't get in because you're looking at a chart. You don't look at charts. You look at the technology. Is 100 introducing something new? Yes. What are they introducing? Proof of weight. The first decentralized CD. The first token that you can't sell for a certain amount of time. This is going to birth, my opinion, hundreds, no pun intended, hundreds of other tokens like it. And 100 is going to be the brand name, the first to market of all these new cryptocurrencies that have this in place. I truly believe that the future of crypto is crypto that has these type of things that's built into it, right? Because the only reason something goes up is because you hold it. I've talked about that many times. It doesn't matter. The only reason anything, real estate, any type of stocks, right, so on and so forth. Don't y'all know that 80-something% of all stocks are owned by like companies? Even your 401k, you don't own that, somebody else owns that. And so what are they doing? They're trading with your money, but a large part of that for like, pension and stuff like that is held. Probably like 50% or something is held. Right? Because if it was in the hands of an average person, as soon as something negative happens in their life, they're going to sell. Right? And so that's why crypto, goes up and down, because people, I'm up a bunch, let me sell. Or, they might have a real issue, whatever. At least you have access to it. But if we had hundreds of cryptocurrencies that made you wait 100 hours, 2 weeks, 30 days, a year, whatever, and it was built into the code, and it's not like, it's not about trust. You have to trust companies to hold your money. You have to trust your the job that you work for to take care of your 401k. They're giving all your money to a fund manager, and he or she is managing it, and they can decide to take your money and invest in whatever they want to invest in, because they're not giving you any guarantee of a return. Right? And some people look up, and after so many years, their 401k has lost value, so on and so forth. Right? So you have to code the lack of trust into the crypto. I think that's the only way stuff is going to like really take over the world, when it's built in. Otherwise, you just trust the individuals right now. So I do believe that 100 is going to birth new tokens that have all this kind of cool stuff as a part of it. And this is literally the first one. And you think this isn't going to go to billions? You think 100,000 people not going to get in this, and you could be holder number 446, number 447, or whatever it is on the Ethereum side? You think that's not going to happen? Who knows when it's going to, next month? No, it's going to, everything else took years. Why are you worried about what this is doing in months, right? It's taking Bitcoin all this time to do this. Like, y'all so impatient, man. You got to understand that things take time. But right now, you have the opportunity. This is still the ground floor. Still. Because it's introduced something different. So that's why I wanted to focus on. I'm like, man, 100 billion, it's 100 billion, 100, and it's 100 billion XRP. And XRP, which does nothing, has introduced nothing, isn't even a real crypto, is controlled by a single company. Most of the supply is controlled by 3 or 4 individuals. All of that, and it's 49 cents right now. And it's a failure. And the SEC thinks it's a security. And in my opinion, it is. It was created out of nothing, no proof of work, no proof of stake. It does nothing, no blockchain. It's just hype, and it's 49 cents. And you think 100 can't do that or better? Stop playing. It's your boy BSG. I'm going to holler at y'all in the next video.